Please welcome to the podium, Cindy.
1990, the most beautiful, smart, independent, and determined teenager named Wanda Wright, whom resided in Little Rock, Arkansas, fell in love with an older guy named John Williams, whom gave her undivided attention, something most young girls seek. She loved him so much she ran away at the age of 14. He was 10 years older than her. She later married him, her 3 kids, 2 boys and a girl. Shortly after marriage, the mistakes started. She was no longer good enough, imperfection in everything she tried to be good at. The very man she loved moved her to Kansas City, Missouri, away from her family, and became a monster, beating her day after day. Anything she done, any bad day that he had, he took it out on her, repeatedly. He beat her so bad one day that she was unrecognizable. One day she met a lady from her original state that took photos of her and mailed them to her mom, which once her mom saw the photos, she didn't recognize her own daughter. So she then paid bus fare for her to come home with her children. Then she filed for a divorce once she made it home. He told her, he called her and told her, if you ever divorce me, I will kill you. Nobody takes that, seriously, because she had a lot of brothers. She had, it was 13 of them. So that day when her divorce became final, everybody was celebrating. Her brothers was in the backyard. She was in the front yard with her friend, which was 2 weeks from becoming an NBA player. And children were all in the house. Then all of a sudden, they thought they had heard gunshots. John Williams started from the backyard, moved his way inside the house, shooting. One of the sisters got out the bathroom window with the little kids. He went towards the closet in the mother's bedroom, shot her. Then he was headed towards the front door. He shot the NBA player. The NBA player went into the house, crawled his way down the hallway trying to escape. He followed him in the house, shot him dead right there. Wanda got away. But she was so concerned about her children and her mom, she later came back. He found her before she could get in the house in front of the bushes where he shot her 3 times in the face. He left her there. He got away. Later, he got caught about a week later, and he was arrested. He is now spending the rest of his life in prison. She was at the age of 19 when she died. This was my first cousin. 2 mothers, my mother and her mother are sisters. So today, I want to talk to you about domestic violence. How to recognize the signs that may be mistaken for love. How to prevent continuing or becoming a victim, and how to report it to the correct authorities. Domestic violence is abuse from a spouse, family member, or intimate partner. It is a pattern of behavior which involves a pattern of violence or other abuse by one person against another in a domestic context. Domestic violence can take a number of forms, including physical, emotional, verbal, economic, and sexual abuse. Your partner apologizes and says the hurtful behavior won't happen again, but you fear it will. And at times you wonder whether you're imagining the abuse, yet the emotional or physical pain you feel is real. If this sounds familiar, you might be experiencing domestic violence. It may not be easy to identify domestic violence at first. While some relationships are clearly abusive from the outset, abuse often starts subtly and gets worse over time. You might have it in your head that, when he first apologized after slapping you, it's going to be okay. If he bring you a gift or something, it's going to be okay. I'm never going to do it again. So you feel then, that his apology is so great that you're going to stick with it. He calls you names, insults you, puts you down, prevents or discourages you from going to work or school, prevents prevents you from seeing family members or friends. He try to control you, how you spend your money, where you go, what medicines you take, or what you wear. He acts jealous, possessive, constantly accusing you of being unfaithful, gets angry when drinking alcohol or using drugs, threatens you with violence or weapons, hits, kicks, shoves, slaps, choke, or otherwise hurt you or your children or pets. In scientific studies, most people that abuse animals, even at that young age, will grow up and abuse humans. If he blames you for his violent behavior and tells you that you deserve, that's a sign of domestic violence. I'm going to show you a short video.
Maybe go up to them and do different, can I copy and paste? If you go to the tab next to my, right here, oh, girls. It's not gonna let me sign in for somebody else I do.
I don't think you copied and pasted the whole thing.
Sign it with a different account.
It plays your minds.
You say